Dear students, welcome to biology class. Today we are going to discuss cellular respiration. What is cellular respiration? You know, the glucose is the end product of photosynthesis. Glucose is the end product of photosynthesis. From the glucose, energy is released. The energy releasing from glucose is called cellular respiration. The energy releasing from glucose that take place in mainly two ways. One is called the glycolysis and second one is called Krebs cycle. First stage is called the glycolysis and second stage is called Krebs cycle. You know photosynthesis. Photosynthesis have mainly two stages to have light phase and dark phase. Similarly, for respiration, the plants also are respiring. For respiration, it have two stages. One is called the glycolysis and second stage is called Krebs cycle. In glycolysis, the first phase in cellular respiration. Glycolysis is the first phase in cellular respiration. Here, glucose is converted into pyruvic acid plus 2 ATP molecule. ATP is the energy that is needed. 2 ATP, the glucose converted into pyruvic acid plus 2 ATP molecule. This type racing occurring from cytoplasm of the cell. It does not require oxygen. Oxygen is not need for this process. Then second process is called a Krebs cycle. It is the second phase of cellular respiration. It occurring in the mitochondria. The cellular respiration Krebs cycle occurring in mitochondria. Through a series of chemical changes, pyruvic acid is converted to carbon dioxide and water. Pyruvic acid is converted into carbon dioxide and water. 2 ATP molecule is produced. It required oxygen. How much ATP? 28 ATP molecule, not 2 ATP, 28 ATP molecules are produced. It required oxygen. Don't forget, this is very important stages. Every time the question you can expect from here. Okay, what is glycolysis and Krebs cycle? What are the important points seen in glycolysis and Krebs cycle? Okay, second phase in cellular respiration, that is Krebs cycle. Through this series of chemical changes, pyruvic acid is converted into carbon dioxide and water plus 28 ATP molecule. It is required for Krebs cycle. Oxygen is very essential. Okay. Here, this table is very important. What are the differences? What are the processes take place in glycolysis and Krebs cycle? Powered cellular respiration take place. Glycolysis take place from where and Krebs cycle. Need of oxygen, need or not need, that you can write in glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Number of ATP molecule produced in glycolysis and Krebs cycle. What is the end product of the glycolysis and Krebs cycle? Here is the flow chart that showing cellular respiration. So, cellular respiration, glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Cellular respiration take placing by two processes. One is glycolysis and second one is Krebs cycle, and product water, carbon dioxide plus 30 ATP. Total in glycolysis we got 2 ATP, 28 ATP molecules we got from Krebs cycle. Total 30 ATP molecules are produced. Okay, this is the glycolysis and Krebs cycle together called cellular respiration. Here energy is produced, that 30 ATP molecules are produced. Okay. Okay, dear students, here is the table 4.3, respiration and photosynthesis. What are the differences in photosynthesis and respiration? Function: food production, respiration, energy production. Facing this reaction, photosynthesis, light phase and dark phase. In respiration, Krebs cycle and glycolysis. Very simple. Substrate and product you can write. Okay. Then we are going to discuss carbon dioxide expulsion from our body. Expulsion of carbon dioxide. Total 100% of carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is forming as a result of the metabolism. Many metabolic activities take place from our body. As a result of the metabolism, carbon dioxide is forming. About 7% of carbon dioxide dissolving in plasma water. 7% of carbon dioxide dissolved in plasma water. 23% of carbon dioxide as carbaminohemoglobin, hemo formed by combining with the hemoglobin, 23% carbon dioxide, and 70% of carbon dioxide as bicarbonate forming by getting dissolved in water in the RBC. 70% as bicarbonate formed by getting dissolved in water in the RBC. Through this way, carbon dioxide is expulsion from our body, expelling from our body. Inside the lung, carbaminohemoglobin and carbonate break down and carbon dioxide is released to the lungs. Okay, this is the exchange take place in the carbon dioxide and hemoglobin exchange take place in through this way. 7% dissolved in plasma water, 23 as carbaminohemoglobin formed by combining with the hemoglobin, and 70% as bicarbonate formed by getting dissolved in water in the RBC. Okay. When carbon dioxide become excessive, we understood that carbon dioxide is expelled through lungs. What will happen if this does not take place? The level of carbon dioxide in our blood increases. When the level of carbon dioxide increases in our blood, that will badly affect to internal equilibrium. Various metabolic activities take place in our body. Many kinds of metabolic activities. The cellular respiration is the one of the kinds that you know. As a result of cellular respiration, many products like carbon dioxide and water are forming as a result of cellular respiration. The carbon dioxide and water is forming as a result of metabolic activities. What will happen? The level of carbon dioxide increases. When the level of this product increases beyond the limit, സാധാരണയിൽ നിന്നും കൂടിയ അളവിൽ ഈ കാർബൺ ഡയോക്സൈഡും ജലവും നമ്മുടെ ശരീരത്തിൽ രൂപപ്പെടുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, when the level of this product increases beyond the limit, the very essence of the life is. As a result, carbon dioxide combined with the water present in and out of the cell to form carbonic acid. Carbon dioxide combined with water present in and out of the cell to form carbonic acid. So here carbonic acid is forming. How? Carbonic acid is forming the carbon dioxide binding with the water and forming carbonic acid. This increase in the level of carbonic acid and increase the acidity in the body. That will make acidity in our body. This changes in the internal environment. Substances that cause change in the internal environment must be duly removed. This is also a part of maintaining homeostasis. In a simple way, I will explain in detail. The carbonic acid is forming from carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water is a waste. That the level of carbon dioxide and water increases beyond the limit. That's why the carbonic acid is forming. So the carbon dioxide must one remove from our body. Otherwise, the carbon dioxide binding with the water and forming carbonic acid. The carbonic acid is an acid that make acidity in our body. So this way, the unwanted substances removing from our body, substances that cause change in the internal environment must be duly removed. That is called internal equilibrium or maintaining homeostasis. Okay.